In this lesson, we'll guide you through the step-by-step process of accessing and utilizing the PowerApps properties pane. This powerful feature empowers you to effortlessly manage object properties and customize your app to perfection. Let's begin by exploring the Properties tab, located within the Properties pane. It offers a convenient way to adjust fundamental attributes of selected objects, such as their name, color, size, and position. This tab provides you with quick modifications to suit your preferences. For instance, in the tree view, if we select our screens, we can see in our Properties pane, under our Properties tab, that we can change things like the fill, which is the background color. We can even put in an image as our background and then position that image the way we see fit. Let's take a closer look at individual controls on the tutorial screen. By clicking on a specific control in the tree view, such as the label Skip, we can select the corresponding label on the canvas. Similarly, we can select icons like the Next icon to view their names in the tree view, such as icon next to. Using the Properties pane and the Properties list in the top right, we can customize the selected controls. For example, we can change the text of the label Skip to Next. Similarly, I can just update this directly on our canvas, so I'll change it back to Skip. This corresponds not only in the Properties pane, but also up here in the top right in our Properties list. While I have the desired control selected, here up the top left corner we can click the Properties list and search for text to assign the value Next in the formula bar. I'll select the Next label and customize some of the properties. We can customize things like our font. Let's select Courier New. I'll increase the font size to 24, and I can also change the font style to bold and italic, align text to left, center, and right, and most of us would be familiar with this as it's just like the features found in word processors. If I select the next icon, I can see there is a whole list of other icons that I can choose from based on action types. Let's try a few others. Add, check, and I can even do a search. Let's search for next. The one we had before was actually called right, so I'll put it back to that. Under the Browse screen, we have a commonly used control named a gallery. A gallery control displays multiple records from a data source, each containing various types of data. So in our case, you can use a gallery control to showcase multiple student details, with each item revealing class, name, and email address. This gallery is pulling in the different fields from our Excel sheet. We have the controller named Title 1, which pulls in the class information. Subtitle 1 is pulling in the student's email address, and the body is pulling in the student's first name. If we select our gallery, we can change the layout under the Properties tab. This allows us to choose how many fields are being pulled in. If we choose just title, we can see only the class names are coming in. We also have title and subtitle. We will set it back to what we had. The color property allows us to change the background color of our gallery. We'll set it to light blue and then back to white again. If I click the Edit Fields option and then select our controls in the gallery, we can see how our data is labeled. For example, we have our Title 3 is pulling in the class, Subtitle 2 is pulling in the email address, and Body 1 is pulling in the first name. Let's temporarily change Body 1 to last name. If I wanted to have the full name showing, there are several ways to do this. Firstly, I'm going to copy and paste the Body 1 control. I'll move it over to the right. Note that it populates this automatically across all our records. If we now edit the fields, we can see it has named it Body 1_1. I can update this to show the last name. However, there is a better way to do this. We will select Body 1, and up here in the formula bar, we can append our last name onto the first name. We do this using the ampersand symbol. It adds the last name, but we need a space between the two name types, so we will append a space enclosed in quotation marks. We'll change the font color. Note that Andrea Sweetman is on 2 lines, different compared to the other names. To fix this, I need to extend the controller. Occasionally, you will find that you are regularly working with a particular controller. If the name of the controller is not self-evident, It is a good idea at this point to give it a more meaningful name. So for example, I will change the control named LBL app name 1 to LBL browse students. I'll also update the text title to browse students. That brings us to the end of this lesson. Next, we will look at adding controls.